Mark here in the Granite State in New Hampshire. Live free or die. Alright, you guys. We're gonna go on a dangerous mission. Any one of you guys deserts, runs, you will be chased down and found. You'll be dragged back to the job site and tied spread eagle to a wagon wheel and then broken into bits. That's all. That's how we start our day every day at the job. That's our safety speech. So today, I'm going to see if this saw will fire up. I'm going to load up things, you know. We got a couple of special chisels, anybody wants to know. This is what they call a tracer. And this is a bit that came out of an air gun at Mount Rushmore when they carved out the president's faces. This is one of them kind of chisels. It's never been sharpened and it's never been dull. I picked it up going through there in 1986 or something like that. I was on a bus going to Seattle. It's a long story. We won't talk about that today. Something about being on the lam when I was a youngster. But this here chisel will do rings around the new stuff today, made in China. This is real steel, American steel, both of them. I got a bit here that came with this German gun. Different sound. Adults. You place those things weekly when we're really getting into it. Now, let's see what this thing will do. Oh yeah, baby. 70 cc still. Checking the idle on this thing. If the blade stops turning while it's in idle, then that means it's set. I see these guys everywhere. Some guys will grab a tool, bring it to the job, bring it right to the work area and use the tool all day long. Then I see guys that bring a tool to the job and they're Mickey Mousing around with the jets all day. 15 tons of stone, none of it got cut. Saw goes back in the truck, oh, don't know where it is, in the weeds. I see it with chainsaws, chop saws. For me, if somebody brings a tool to the job and they can't use it at word go, then they're wasting their time. And they're insulting the guy that built the saw. So, that blade stopped turning. That means the idle is where it's supposed to be. There's no reason to touch any more jets on that thing. That thing will cut at 70 cc's anything that you put in front of it. If I want to cut an I-beam an inch thick, I can change that blade and put a steel blade on it. A diamond blade to cut steel. This one particularly is for granite. I got chainsaws. I had a guy one time set my saw because I didn't know what I was doing. And he says, if you mess with the jets, don't bring the saw back to me because it's on you. I trusted the builder. The saw was the way it was supposed to be when he gave it to me. Now, if he gave me a saw or anything and says it's ready to go and it wasn't, you won't see me putting his saw on my tailgate and changing his carburetor and things like that to see if I can do better. So, this one's brand new, so there's no reason to mess around with this thing. But I see it with the chainsaws all the time. One guy though, he won't send nothing unless that saw is going to work on the job. It's not going to be sitting on a log with screwdrivers sticking out of it like a pinhead. Yeah, you know, we used to use the Husky chop saw. Wash was a good chop saw, but they were made of steel on the outside, the cases. This one showed up. We got it. A little lighter. I wasn't sure about it at first. But if I want something better or something works different, I'd have to go get a different saw. I'm not going to turn this thing into something it's not. Same thing goes with chainsaws. You know, if I want to race a car, I'll make a race car. If I want to race a saw, I'd have a saw made to race. But I ain't going to race this thing. This thing's going to go perform. And I'm going to bring it back, and I'm going to put it in there, and I'm going to use it again, and it's going to perform. Because I defy the logic of messing with it. Now that it's where it's supposed to be. Now in my altitude here in New Hampshire, this thing is set. Now probably if I took this to the Mile High in Colorado, I'd have another issue. And I would seek out advice from them guys before I tried to be the doctor who cured himself. time to load this thing up. We'll get the stone. Try to make some more of this episode. Might even see somebody get tied to a wagon wheel and broken into bits. That's all.